Howdy team, Scott Lacey here again. Man, is it my favorite time of year. It is just gorgeous out. It is the best weather, it is the best colors, it's the best temperatures, but it's also my favorite workouts. These are the workouts we start doing to really sharpen, to really take that huge volume, those 75-minute L3 sessions all summer long, and really turn it into some speed, some power. We're gonna go over 3 sessions today that I find truly take that volume and that base we have from the summer and turn it into speed. A little bit of anaerobic capacity, a little bit of activation, and a little bit of true all out going as hard as you can. Get ready for these time trials coming up. Favorite workouts. Let's do it. All right, this is how I love to start off sharpening. It's 15, 20, 30 minutes of 30-30s. 30 seconds easy, 30 seconds as hard as you can. Choose an intention. I like to choose power, or I like to choose technique, or where I'm putting my weight placement. But for 30 seconds, you're going as best you can, as hard as you can, or whatever it is, focused on that intention, and then 30 seconds easy. As soon as that minute is up, you start over again. And that can be 30 straight minutes of it. It can be even longer. I usually don't go above 30. I like to do 20 to 30 minutes of it and really focusing on whatever it is. In the fall, I'm really focusing on really dialing that technique, really having a fast turnaround, really having good power delivery, using the strength I've built all summer, transferred into the poles. I like to do rolling terrain for this. You get a mix. Sometimes you're working on speed, sometimes it's downhill, and it's really working on maximizing that power and efficiency. Sometimes it's an uphill. Let's do it. Another thing I really like to do with this workout is do double pull only. As you know, with biathlon, we're only skate, but double pull is a really big component. It's half of skating, honestly. And so I grab classic skis. I can keep skate boots on, and I use classic pulls, and I'll go and do half of it, or maybe I'll do the entire workout just double pulling, really focusing on getting up and on top of my skis and my pulls and really delivering power. Great activation. And as you can see, shadows are really long this time of year. If you're out early in the morning, or especially after school programs in the evening, really work on the high vis, stay safe, try and go to roads with less traffic. Don't want another roller skier out with a bad story to tell. All right, this is to really work on anaerobic capacity. It's a hard one, but it's also a classic. 4x4 intervals with a twist. I love 4x4s because it's a pretty efficient workout. You warm up, do little speeds, you can be done hour and a half total. 16 minutes of on time, doesn't leave you completely exhausted, shorter than a 5K, way shorter than a 10K. But I like to do the first one 4 minutes. Sure, 4 minutes, L4, you're going, I don't know, 4 to 6 millimoles. You're not really going for full production. You're not trying to max out. The second one, I try and throw in the last 30 seconds. I'm going as hard as I can. I'm really going for production there. The third one, I do the last minute as hard as I can. I'm really going for above race pace, unsustainable. So that's 3 minutes of L4, 1 minute of L3. Now we're 12 minutes into the workout. We're really activated. We've really started to push that anaerobic capacity. And now the goal is to see if we can build that anaerobic capacity. We've done a ton of L3. We've done a ton of volume. We have the fitness. Do we have the ability to tolerate lactic buildup? And can we start building the tolerance of lactic buildup so that when you're in a race, you really are pushing it this winter, your body's seen it, it's efficient at it. So the last one, that 4 minutes of the last four of the fourth interval, I like to do 2 minutes. I go 2 minutes, the first two, 4 millimoles, I'm above threshold for sure. And then the last 2 minutes, I'm really pushing. It should leave you feeling really good, really activated, and you've actually started to really build and push that high end. So in the end, 16 minutes of on time, 3.5 minutes of actual full-on lactic acid production and anaerobic work, but the rest of it was just race pace and sustainable. Let's do it. Oh, and one last note, if you can choose pretty steep terrain for this, it's better. I like having rolling terrain maybe for the first one, but if you have a road that really ends in climbing, I found that it's much easier. You can actually start working on V1 instead of just V2 all summer and really get up to that high end efficiently and still maintain decent technique. My last favorite workout for really tuning up is all about pushing yourself. It builds confidence. It really touches your top anaerobic threshold, which I always find I can do best bounding. And doesn't take too much out of you. These are 30, 60, 90s. I may have talked about them in the past. I do them bounding. I've chosen a nice forest service road here, good grade, that's not too crazy steep because you still want to have some speed. And 30 seconds, as hard as you can go, literally as hard as you can go. Walk back down to the same starting spot, maybe 2 minutes rest total. 60 seconds, all the way up. Complete recovery, 2 minutes back down to the bottom, maybe you have to mull around at the bottom, and then 90 seconds. One thing that I do is I mark the finish spot of each of those places so that I know, and if I'm feeling really good, I'll go and repeat this. Maybe give myself like a full 5-8 minute gap between them, and then I'll go and do it again and see if I can get to the same spots. And typically I'll do 3 sets of these. If I'm feeling spectacular, I'll do 4, and if you're incredible, you'll do 5, or maybe you're not feeling that good, you just do 2. But see if you can always get to that same spot or pass it. I find that typically I'll pass it the second time around, and then I end up starting to slow down. So, let's go bounding. Okay, I'm calling into 3 sets today. Holy crap. Thanks so much for watching. I hope these workouts go out and feel good for you. You can sharpen, you can apply that summer volume. You've built a huge foundation. Let's make a really nice pointy top of the pyramid here. Race season's coming around the corner. Snow is already on the mountains. The leaves are already falling. Unfortunately, my favorite season is the shortest season. But I hope to see you on the trails. I'm Scott Lacey. I'm a biathlete. It's been great doing these workouts with you. Cheers.